Hi, Joe Glavin with City Floor Supply. Today we're going to talk about the new Duo Pack dispenser from 3M and their epoxy. You'll notice that there's a change. 3M's packaging for the clear epoxy has changed. It has a gray top. So most of the 3M products that are kind of in this dual pack category will have various colored tops depending on ratio of mix and all kinds of things. Our hardwood floor epoxy, the clear, has a gray top. So we're going to use the new gray mixing nozzles that match the color of the top. So that's important. And the reason for this is the old dispenser doesn't work typically with the new Duo Pack because they had to change the top and the plunger mechanism. So to make that work with the new mixing nozzles that fit the new Duo dispenser, we just have a little bit of a hack, and that is you're going to take your old 04992, which is the 50cc dispenser. We're going to pull back just like you would regular caulk gun. If you have this dispenser, you know what you're doing there. It's just a thumb release. We are going to insert the new style mixing nozzle in first. So it's kind of just a little bit awkward, but not incredibly. Oh, you know what, before we do that, let me show you this. There's a little triangle piece, and when I insert that, there's a space for that in the Duo Pack. So when I line those up, that means that these holes and the two holes that are in the Duo Pack will match up. So we're gonna put the mixing nozzle in first. Just kind of let it hang out there. We're gonna take the tip off again, and I'm gonna show you that point. What we did is we just twisted that triangle to that one side, and I'm gonna put the rear portion of the Duo Pack that has those little blue pushers, and I'm gonna put that in the gun first. Once we're in, now I'm gonna line up those triangles and twist it on. And that's it. So we're now using our old unit, dispensing unit, with the new style epoxy and the new style mixing nozzle. Just to note, the replacement needle tips for if you were to have the hardwood floor epoxy kit, that's also eventually going to come with these new, they still fit these new mixing nozzles. They just push right on. So they work just perfectly. You know, your little 1/8 inch drill bit tip to drill into the floor and do a repair will work just like you normally would. So what we have, let me just put this back, is a piece of our wide plank floor supply. This is live sawn white oak. So we get to do our traditional methods with epoxy. We'll fill open knots. Customer will probably want open knots, and you can see the color changing. That's to let you know that this product, one, is mixing, and two, that this mixing nozzle is used. And anybody that uses this epoxy knows that once this stuff is used, you can't use it again. I'm filling this, getting the air out. I'm just gonna let this sit. This is a very popular way of doing two things. One, filling the knot hole so that we can sand it flat. And two, it's also a great way to make loose knots and those kinds of things tight. So what I did was I essentially back colored that knot so it didn't look, this happens to be 3/4 or 5/8 engineered product, no, 3/4. And I just happened to color that with just a black Sharpie, and I took the black Sharpie and just kind of back colored the knot, so that essentially what you're seeing is the plywood of the 4mm face for this live sawn white oak. And I think this is like a 12-inch plank piece that we use for some sample and demonstration. So you see I just backfilled that with a black color. You can use brown. It's Sharpie. It's gonna dry instantly, and I am just gonna fill this. That's it. Take the pressure off, and we're good. So again, you can use your old dispenser with the new Duo Pack 3M clear epoxy and the new mixing nozzles. Notice the color change on the mixing nozzle. Also, gray tip, gray mixing nozzle, and it still works. So if you'd like to purchase the new Duo Pack Hardwood epoxy clear, the mixing nozzles, the needle tips, or the dispenser, you can go to cityfloorsupply.com.